When that annoying coworker tries to talk to you after you've clocked out. When you clock in at 9, work for 7 hours, and then realize it's only 9:30. The hardest adjustment when I stop working from home will be not being able to scream whenever I get an email. Interviewer, why do you want this job? Me, I've always been passionate about being able to afford food. When my alarm goes off in the morning. Me on my way to annoy my coworkers instead of being productive. Me every day at work. Is everyone getting more annoying, or am I just getting angrier and angrier? Northeast when I first started my job. Me now. Beautiful day. Huh. Meeting at 5. POV. That one coworker you can't stand keeps acting like your besties. I have a phone interview today and someone told me to just be myself, so I'm not going to answer the call. Me in the meeting wondering how they got the big table through the door. So bored at work began working. Actual footage of me in the break room at lunch. You didn't see this. Looks like I've got a busy day. My to-do list. Make sarcastic comments. Distract my coworkers. Complain about how tired I am. Gossip with my work bestie. When you're behind on work, but you need to finish your BuzzFeed quiz, so you know what kind of garlic bread you are. Everyone please turn your cameras on for this meeting. Me. At work like. I can't. Maybe if I work hard, go above and beyond, and never take any time off, my company will appreciate it and reward me. When you haven't even gone to sleep yet and you already can't wait to come home from work tomorrow. When you get into work and see the people you've been put on shift with. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. We are returning to the office because our culture is so important. The culture. Working in customer service really makes you wonder who raised these rude, entitled, mannerless people. What's wrong with you? Coming back to work after a 4-day weekend. Laughing nervously, God I wish I was dead. When the devil on your shoulder keeps yelling at you to quit your job. You. Boss, are there any issues you have with the company you'd like to discuss? Me. When you and your team are watching another team's drama unfold. POV. Driving to work in Monday morning traffic and questioning all your life decisions. Me 20 minutes into the workday. I feel like getting drunk. When my coworker sends me an email and comes to my desk 3 seconds later asking if I saw their email. Me trying to emotionally prepare myself for another week at work. Can you explain this gap in your employment history? Oh sure, that's the only time I've been happy in my entire life. I keep hitting the escape button, but I'm still here. Evil queens are just Disney princesses who worked in customer service too long. Me in the parking lot trying to think of an excuse not to go into work. Manager, we expect more from you. Me, lower your expectations. I may need to extend my lunch break into not working here anymore. When someone asks if they can fax me something. Fax? Why don't you just send it over on a dinosaur? Someone ranting about not getting the credit for the work done. First time. POV. It's 4:59 PM on a Friday at the office. When your manager isn't funny, but you really need that promotion. Me at work at least 3 times a day. I really don't get paid enough for this. Coworker, we should totally hand out after work one day. Me. When my coworker call me for help when I'm on vacation. If any of you need anything at all too bad. Do you ever look at the management at your job and just think to yourself, seriously, who hired you? Coworker, what do you like to do outside of work? Me. When you get back from vacation and have to face the reality of going back to work tomorrow. I'm ready to get hurt again. Sorry I'm late, my alarm didn't go off because I didn't set it because I don't like coming here. If per my last email had a look. Stay an hour late, nobody bats an eye. Walk in 5 minutes late and everyone loses their mind. If you're already late, take your time. You can't be late twice. Be making my lunch. Face to my work bestie. POV. You've made it through the week without quitting, crying or seriously injuring anyone. When your coworker asks a question, that makes the meeting go on for 25 more minutes. Me walking back to my desk, as if I didn't have a mental breakdown in the bathroom. We all have, that one ex-coworker who we miss working with, because they made our job bearable. I miss you. Zoom meetings are just modern seances. There's someone who wants to join us. Elizabeth, are you there? We can't hear you. Can you hear us? Me trying to find the motivation to go to work tomorrow. Me as soon as I finish work. I'm heading home to have myself a juice snuggle with my blankie and go nap. When you pull up at your job, but you know you need a minute before you walk in. Me whenever someone at work asks for my input, all I have are negative thoughts. When you're trying to decide whether to go into work or drive across the country and start a new life. Some days, I just want to reply to emails with okay in this photo. In just 1 hour from now, I'll only have 4 hours left until I have to work a mere 3 hours. Our boss at 4:45. And just one more thing. Me and my work besties. When someone replies to email asking for information that was in the original email. Friend, how many people work at your company? Me, about half of them. Hardworking, underpaid employees. Managers. Pizza party. I'm gonna have a positive attitude today. Me 5 minutes into my shift. I have contained my rage for as long as possible. All excited and pumped up on Monday to work. That one pending task from Friday. Me waiting for my work bestie to react to the 487th meme I sent her about quitting our jobs. When you've got a deep rage burning inside you, but you've got to act nice because you're at work. Talking to employer about a raise. When someone marks their email as urgent, you really need to relax. Co-worker, have a relaxing weekend? Me, if only. The retirement age really needs to be lowered to 30. I've had enough. Manager, we are all in the same boat. The boat. Me, I need to start saving money. Me when I get paid. When you and your work bestie are sharing memes at the team meeting instead of paying attention. I mean it's worth a try. How to make meetings shorter. Me in a job interview. Talents. Sleeping. When work is slowly breaking you, but your manager asks you how you're doing. How to avoid stress at work. 1. Don't go to work. When you start working from home, but you miss the subway. Me when things are actually going well at work for a change. That's suspicious. Manager appreciating my positive attitude, saying he never says no to any task. Me who didn't know he could say no. Going to work when I first started my job versus now. When you're on the verge of quitting your job and someone or something inconveniences you in the slightest. Today's the day. That moment when you realize you're finished with today's work, but you have to do more tomorrow. Do I love my job? No. But does it afford me the ability to go on lavish vacations and buy anything I want? Also no. That moment when you think it's Friday, but it's really Wednesday. These weekends are starting to feel like 30-minute lunch breaks. When the report hasn't finished itself, so you have to pray to the work gods to delay the meeting. When work pushes you to your limits and you're finally about to snap. My time has come. When you have been telling management about a problem for weeks and now you're just like, me leaving work. Worst 8 hours of my life. When your boss wants to Zoom, but you haven't had your morning coffee yet. Boss, this is the 3rd time you've been late to work this week. Do you know what that means? Me, it's Wednesday.